Hello everyone, it's Bethany. I am just doing a quick welcome to my planner video here. I just want to give you a quick overview of what I'm using and the different sections in my planner. I might even give you a sneak peek into my second planner that I am just in the process of setting up, and excited about that because, you know, if you have one great planner, what do you need? Two, of course, right? Who can have enough? So this planner is by Roots, which is a Canadian leather company. Well, they sell lots of things, but very well known for leather bags, purses, things like that. I'm not even sure if they still make planners. I bought this, I'm thinking either in like 2000 or 2001. When I was in university, I used it for a while. I used it as my wallet and everything at times. And over the years, I have used it for different things. I've used it as a planner different times. I've also used it when we were buying a new house. I used it to keep all information regarding that, renovations, things like that. So it's been a very useful thing. It is a zipper planner, which I find makes it more useful for things like a wallet, or using when I was doing the home renovations. I could stick paint chips in there. I could stick in little clippings and all the little things that you need when you're doing something like that. But anyway, I started a couple months ago in November, I think, to use this again as a planner. So I'm going to go through just a quick overview of what's inside. So let's take a peek. So this planner has great pockets at the front to hold Post-its and some tags. Then I have just a homemade, I made this actually out of dividers. The piece actually was like the second half of this divider that I made. This was a piece of the leftover, and I put it at the front just to kind of protect everything that's there. I'll be doing follow-up videos with some more information about the actual DIYs. But right now, let's just take a peek. This is a little pouch that I have. I use it for my grocery shopping, which I, again, will go into that more. This came with the planner, and underneath this note that I just have some important information on. Important things to remember. I think the Roots logo is behind there, and it was just, I think this is actually the only thing that is original that I still have that came with the planner, is this fly leaf. Again, some more important things I want to remember. Picture of my baby. I need to get a picture of my older son in here too, because, you know, I don't want him to feel left out, but anyway. Then I have my tabs start here. And as you can see, it's a bit of a mishmash of tabs. I've got all sorts of different things. And they're all sort of a combination of things as well. So this first section is just the information that comes, you know, your personal information sheet. And then these came with the planner refills that I started out with, these maps and everything. And it's amazing just how often this has been useful. Mostly when pointing out things. My oldest son is starting to like know more about places and be curious about where those are. So I've actually been able to use this map of North America to talk about where people are, and we're here and they're here and how far away that is, and he finds that interesting. So anyway, I do keep this in here. I got rid of a lot of the reference things. I kept only the things that I thought might be useful. I have the birthdays list in here, and then the calendars for the upcoming years, because you just never know when you might need to know what day of the week, you know, May the 14th is in 2017. That might be important. So that's the first section. The second section is basically note paper. Now, you notice I haven't actually labeled any of these main dividers, because what's in them changes so frequently that that just seemed pointless. So what I have here, I'll try to see if I can show you a little better. Again, we'll talk more about these things, but this is actually a Post-it note that kind of fit onto the tab here, and then I've just stamped it. And then those are my, you know, so I have the sections separated, but don't actually have to commit to what's inside those sections. So this is basically just where I keep extra paper that I've printed off from various things. I love these to-do sheets. They are by limetreefruits.com, and she's actually the person that I use for my main planner inserts that we'll see in a minute, but also I have some of her to-do pages, and then various to-do pages I've managed to find and print off, and I will get the links to these pages as well, because these are really pretty. And I will put that down below. And then this was just some notepaper left over from the actual Day-Timer refill pack that came with it. So the next section, the next two sections are actually, could probably be one section, but I've kind of got them separated right now. It's basically all the things that you just need to have, all of the different types of information that I want to have with me, or places where I do planning, or ideas, or any of that stuff I want to be able to remember. And right now they're kind of divided just based on the type of paper that's inside them, which is kind of funny. But because I started out using these sort of, they're not a full sheet. I don't know if you can really tell. Let's see if I can move so you can kind of tell. See, the sheet ends here, these journal pages, and because that's the top of the actual normal inserts, and these ones are shorter, which left lots of room to like do pretty tabs and things at the top, you can see. And then I moved to, I had some actually like full-size paper, and that was what ended up kind of in here. So I don't really have, I can't say that there's a set of which items are in which thing per se. That's kind of how it started. I do have like an index for this section. This was my original section, and that's been added afterwards. So I have an index here of the things that are behind it. And at some point I may, combine the two and then have one table of contents or something. Then the next section is my actual insert, my actual calendar, and daily, weekly inserts and things like that. And like I said before, I'm using inserts from limetreefruits.com, sorry. And you'll see I have everything tabbed out by month. And I'm just going to flip for a second here to February. Oops, excuse me. Only problem, it's a pen that's in the road. That's what's happening. There, all better. So, having a stuffed planner does mean it's a little bit difficult sometimes to change the pages. So, here is February. This is her layout, which I like. It's not a full month on 2 pages because obviously there's all these extra things. So, the boxes are a little bit smaller than if we had a full month on 2 pages, but I'm dealing with that because of what I'll show you, what I have for the weekly, and that kind of helps. But it is enough space to, get most of the events. I'd like to have an overview of everything that's happening. I also enjoy having these goals. Goals are a new thing for me. I've always been very anti-goal in terms of like writing things down, and felt that was kind of silly. But now I'm really starting to appreciate it. And so having that space, these boxes at the bottom are actually a start doing this month and a stop doing this month, which I think I've been using in January. And I think that that's also a great reminder. So there's the month. And then I'll show you the weekly. It's a weekly daily combination that I've been using, and I love it. It's so unique and very, very useful. So the beginning starts with a goals per week, or goals of the week, which coordinates. You'll notice it's the same kind of topics that are listed here. And there's also a monthly goals sheet too that looks exactly the same, except it obviously says month. And yeah. Then when you open it, what's neat about this is you have your week across the top, and these pages, look at that. Fantastic, right? Only partial size. So you can still, no matter what day you're on, so here's Monday, you can still see your entire week, which I love because I've always been a weekly girl, because I don't like the idea of like, oh, you flip the page and go, oh shoot, something was supposed to happen tomorrow or today, and I didn't look at it and I forgot. And this way you can see what's coming up. I also like the Monday to Sunday, because I found that too. Things were happening on Sundays and I was forgetting to flip because it was the weekend and things were busier, and I'm not in the planner necessarily as much on the weekend. So I was forgetting to look and missing things out on Sundays. So fantastic layout. But I found and it comes down to what you're going to be using your planner for, that question. Right now, I wanted it to be more of a record, more of a place to journal thoughts or have a thought per day, something to remind me what happened that day or what I was thinking, something to be able to look back on. as sort of a record, and that's just tough to accomplish, especially in a, this is basically, if you were comparing to a Filofax, right? It's a personal size, like a compact Day-Timer or something, 3.5 by 6, or 3 3/4 by 6 3/4. Not a lot of space when you're doing a week on 2 pages. So this gave me the chance. I usually use this notes section here to do that daily thought, something that happened that day, something I'm thankful for, something I was exciting. There's also the, your daily to-do list can be as huge as you want, your most important tasks. Yes, getting garbage ready made it my most important tasks, because who wants stinky garbage left in their house if you miss garbage day? Here's the schedule. Again, I love it just was everything all in one, but still not giving up that weekly view. So important to me. Now you'll see here at the beginning that that Rain from Lime Tree Fruits has included a menu, lots of menu spaces, which I do menu plan, but not to this extent. I really did not need this much space. What I generally do for my meal plan is write what we're having in at the corresponding meal time. So when I get ready to do this week here at 5 o'clock, I will write in what we're having for supper. I will write in, at breakfast time, what I'm having for, what I'm having for breakfast, what I'm having for lunch, because it's just me here and my baby. So that's what I do for meal planning. I did not need this much space. What I did need was more weekly to-do space. So let's see if I can flip back a week here and show you how I've kind of tweaked this a little bit. So here is what I've done. I've just with a little bit of tape made my own sections here. So we have weekly and daily here, and then to-dos over here. So I just sort of ignore these little lines behind, and this is my weekly to-do list. So things that need to happen at some point during the week, but I just don't really know exactly when. That's when they get that's where they get put first. And over here, what I will end up doing is writing in a list. I start out at the top with everything that I need to do every day. So those things like the dishwasher and a load of laundry and checking the mail, because I'm terrible to remember to do that. I write these here with little circles for every day, and that way I can kind of keep track, because I sort of need to see, oh, there's 4 empty circles here. Time to get on that. And then there's certain things that I want to do once a week that I may be inclined to forget, or also that may or may not have a designated day, and I want to make sure they don't get missed. So again, I'll put those at the bottom, and that's what I use at the beginning of this week. Anyway, this video is getting way longer than I had hoped, so let's get moving on, shall we? That's what I'm using for my diary. Now you'll see these lovely tabs. We'll talk about those another day, because that was like the biggest excitement ever. Well, speaking in planner terms, things are exciting in planner terms that may not be exciting to the rest of the world. These are very exciting when I made these. So the last section that I have is basically just some stickers and things like that. These came with a calendar that I have, and these Post-its came with it too. It's a Busy Mom's calendar that I got for Christmas. So I've made a little pocket to put those in. Just some more Post-it notes. Love these triangle Post-it notes. There's a store here in Canada called Superstore. It's actually owned by Loblaws. They're all across the country, but they have some fantastic office supplies and things like that. I love these triangles. I love just that they actually make a little, pretty little design here doing nothing. Then at the back of my planner, there is a zippered pocket here that I don't need to open. You know what a zipper pocket looks like. And then I just tuck things in there. I have some little flags right now that used to clip on here, but they just became too full. So tuck those in there. An important receipt that I don't want to lose is in there as well. So anyway, this has been Welcome to My Planner, and I hope you enjoyed it. And oh, right, I promised you a sneak peek. This, pardon all the mess, you can see all my planner goodies and well, a soother to keep the baby happy. This is my Day-Timer planner that I've just started using. It's bigger. It's more of a reference, not something I'm going to be keeping with me all the time. But anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. So have a great day. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out my channel. Thanks. Bye.